Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit starvalleydisposal.com to schedule your service. That's starvalleydisposal.com.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SVI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SVI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
Postseason basketball's officially arrived in the 3A, 4A classifications in the state of Wyoming with the 4A West Region Tournament just about ready to get underway. England's excited. The whole team's ready to go, and the Lady Braves on the court to open up postseason play in the opening round of the 4A West against the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Dal, to say they're loose would be an understatement. The Lady Braves are here for a 9 a.m. tip-off time, and they're ready to go against the Rock Springs Tigers.
Yes, 9 a.m. It feels like 8 a.m. though. But the Lady Braves look like they're getting loosened up and ready to play. And, that's a big part of this 9 a.m. game is, are you ready to come out and execute in the first quarter of a really early game on a weekday? And that's kind of why you try and play those preseason tournaments or the early season tournaments to maybe try and get into that groove and know that you're playing 3 days in a row. So hopefully, the teams can come out and play well.
Of course, the Star Valley Lady Braves come into this with a 5-1 record in the 4A Southwest Quad. That earns them the #1 overall seed, while the Rock Springs Lady Tigers 0-6 in the 4A Northwest Quad. And Dal, the last time these two teams played, they only met once on the season, with Star Valley winning that game in the girls' round 44-25. But here's the thing about postseason play, especially with the 9 a.m. tip-off to open up the tournament. You throw everything that's happened so far in the season out the window, and you get ready to rock and roll today.
Well, and not only that, you look at this same program, this same Rock Springs team, and granted the game I'm talking about was in Rock Springs, but Star Valley and the Tigers played last year in the opening round of the 4A West Regionals, and that was a tight game. It was a 2-possession game at the end. So yeah, you've got to come out and play your style of game. You got to hit some shots, and hopefully the ball goes through the hoop more than it doesn't, as you've been working on all week.
A minimum of 2 wins in 3 days sends you to Casper. It all begins here on a Thursday morning at Evanston High School with the Star Valley Lady Braves taking on the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Coming up in the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, we have your Crimson Corner Roundup, Rivalry, Sideline Report with Millie Kazare, Records Watch, Keys to the Game, and, of course, the National Anthem on the way ahead of the varsity roster and the starting 5 for the Lady Braves. When we come back, I had the chance to catch up with Star Valley High School senior, the DuBois move-in, if you will, Ari Foster. We'll hear from her and get her thoughts on postseason basketball. That's on the way next on the SVI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
It's our player spotlight on the SVI Sports Network, and Star Valley High School senior Ari Foster is here with us today. Ari, let's talk Lady Braves basketball. Senior night last week, you guys get the win over Jackson. What was that moment like for you to be a senior and playing at home for the last time?
I think it was just a good, gritty win. We were just coming out and just play our last home game, so it's great.
Perfect. Now, of course, postseason play, regionals this weekend. What does that mean as a senior for you, knowing that, man, you just have 2 weekends left now?
It's wild. It's crazy to be here and be in this position to think about, and just got to make the best we can and just go on and play for our last time in high school. So.
Now, Ari, of course, you're new to the Lady Braves program, moved here from Du Bois High School, where you were fantastic at Du Bois, and you played really well here. What was that transition like for you to go from Du Bois High School to Star Valley High School?
It was a huge transition. It was definitely different and a lot more opportunities here, and I'm just proud of this program and letting me come in, and I've had great basketball here and just carrying that on, so.
Perfect. All right, so let's say, after high school, I know you've been looking at a few colleges, right? So you hope to play collegiate basketball down the road?
Yes, that is my plan so far, so.
Perfect. If you could pick any one college right now, the whole nation's open, where would you love to go most?
I don't know if I really have like a specific place, but just somewhere that feels like home to me and I can be comfortable there. So.
Okay, perfect. All right, Ari, what's your favorite class in school right now?
Probably psychology or criminal justice.
Okay. Is that somewhere like a field that you'd like to be into at some point, maybe down the road?
It's an idea. It's an option down the road. So.
Okay, perfect. Ari Foster, our player spotlight on SVI. Ari, what do you like to do outside of sports? What other hobbies do you have?
Just being outside. Just hanging out with friends.
Okay. So. Perfect. Do you have a favorite movie?
Ooh, favorite movie. Probably My Fault London. It's pretty good.
Okay, nice. How about favorite candy bar?
Snickers.
Perfect. Ari Foster, it's our player spotlight on the SBI Sports Network.
In the American West, some properties are more than just land. They are legacies. Austin Callison and Andy Neild, licensed across Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, specialize in marketing iconic Western properties, and their expertise is evident in the sale of the historic CK Ranch, spanning over 6,500 acres just south of Jackson, Wyoming. Trust the team that knows the land. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off on the SVI Sports Network.
Back at Evanston High School for the 4A West Region Basketball Tournament on SVI. It's Swift 98, all part of the SVI Sports Network. Duke Hansen, Dal Erickson here with you. Dal, there's an NFHS broadcast fee that broadcasters are required to pay to the NFH network because they own the postseason broadcast rights. And we've had a handful of great businesses in Star Valley step up to the plate and take care of that fee for us today.
Yeah, and when we, you hear this statement a lot, maybe sometimes over the course of broadcasting, we can't do it without our sponsors. This is literally the case. If we do not have sponsors that are willing to help us do things like this, there is no video stream. So if you appreciate being able to sit wherever you are right now and watch this game and watch the tournament, we ask you to please thank businesses like Aspen Physical Therapy, Silver Star Communications, and the Bank of Star Valley.
Absolutely. They're all pulling together to take care of the NFHS video broadcast fee. So really, go to their websites, send them a note of appreciation, give them a big thank you. Really do appreciate Silver Star, the Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy for covering the NFHS broadcast fee. We will have more games throughout the tournament other than Star Valley from our broadcast partners at County 10 in Riverton and the radio network in Green River and Rock Springs. And so those games will also be broadcast live through those programs as well. Now let's jump right into our countdown to tip-off with First Bank of Wyoming, presented by Sunrise Engineering.
And as we
Crimson Corner, I'm sorry.
As I say, we look at the Crimson Corner. How about a shout out to the state champs, Lady Braves wrestlers, winning their 4th straight team title. Congratulations to the whole team. Remington Allman and Kara Andrews won their 2nd titles individually. The Braves climbing the ladder up, placing 3rd as a team in the 4A class. Tel Perry, Star Valley's first ever 4-time state champ. 32nd person ever in the state of Wyoming to do that. His younger brother Kimball won his 3rd straight. He'll have a chance to match that next year. Also Caleb Lawrence, a champ as a freshman. And then good luck to our indoor track athletes as they are out in Gillette. They begin events this afternoon, and that's a look at your Crimson Corner.
It's part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. Now the roundup with Sunrise Engineering.
Well, this is the very first game of the 4A West Regional. Star Valley taking on Rock Springs. It's a number 1 Southwest versus number 4 Northwest. As you can see, the next game on the girls' side of the bracket, you'll have the Natrona Phillies taking on Riverton. Then on the other side of the bracket, you'll have Green River and Jackson. And then the late game for the girls in the first round is Evanston against Kelly Walsh. That could be a very interesting game. And that's a look at your roundup presented today by Sunrise Engineering.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. Now I'll recap the rivalry with the help of SBI News.
Well, this is a pretty established rivalry. First game played between Star Valley and Rock Springs on the girls' court was in the 1983-84 season. In that time, Rock Springs does lead the series 22-17 on a neutral court. The Tigers also lead it 2-1. The last time these two teams met was just last month on February 5th. In fact, a month ago today, the Lady Braves won that in Afton 44-25. The Lady Braves have won 4 in a row and 6 of the last 7. So historically, the Tigers with the advantage. More recent momentum is on the side of the Lady Braves, and they are favored today. That's a look at your rivalry presented by SVInews.com.
And let's go courtside with Millie Kazare. She has the Miles CPA courtside report. Had a chance to catch up with head coach Kate Erickson heading into this one. That's Miles CPA. Millie.
Yes, Coach Erickson said the Lady Braves are feeling energized despite the early morning start. While early games can sometimes be a challenge, the girls look awake, alert, and excited this morning, and he likes the energy the team has shown so far. As for the game, Erickson told me he believes Star Valley has a really strong skill set, but that effort will be key. He expects Rock Springs to play physical and aggressive, so the Lady Braves will need to beat them to loose balls, get to their spots quickly, and avoid being out-hustled. Erickson also reminded the team that the postseason resets everything. It's regionals, he said. It's 0-0. It doesn't matter what you did in the last 20 games. Overall, Coach believes if Star Valley can come out ready to play and match Rock Springs' physicality and effort and execution, the team will be in a good position for this game. We'll send it back to you.
Millie Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report. Miles CPA in Afton and in Alpine. Call 885-0055. Records Watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
Well, both of these teams coming into the weekend. These are the numbers on the WyoPreps.com statistics. The Lady Braves averaging just a shade under 41 points per game. That puts them right in the middle of the pack in the 4A class, ranking 8th. Rock Springs towards the bottom, 35.1, ranking 12th. Rebounding, both teams have the exact same rebounding numbers. Both of them 7th. That will be a key today to see who can come out on top of the rebounding numbers. Defense, that's where the Lady Braves hang their hat. They are ranked number 1 in the 4A class in defense, allowing just 35.3 points per game. Rock Springs allowing 46.7 over the course of the season, ranking 11th. Leading scores for each team, Ambry Nelson leading the Lady Braves at 10.6 points per game. Rock Springs being led by Hannah Millimon at 9.6. And that's a look at your Records Watch presented by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. We'll have your keys to the game coming up. 2-minute break right now for the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off and the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network. is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
The countdown to tip-off is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Wrapping up the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off in the SBI Sports Network. Keep the game presented by Star Valley.
Well, key number one is Coach Erickson kind of touched on, like you said, an aggressive go, especially in this early game. Number two, they need to emphasize offensive rebounds. And on a team that struggles to score points with Rock Springs, they need to not give up any easy baskets. Those are the keys to the game, brought to you by Star Valley Health.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Let's go down to the court for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem, made possible in our broadcast with the help of Hastings Ace Hardware.
Which will be sung this morning at Denison High School, varsity choir.
Let's meet today's players with the help of Mountain Star Products. Mountain Star Products, excavation, road building, gravel, sand, and more.
Varsity roster with the help of Mountain Star Products. Stay tuned for details on an expanded retail department opening this spring, including full supplies for subcontractors and landscapers on Rocky Road in Afton. First, the starting five for the designated visiting Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Number 10, Aspen Soltis at 4.1 points per game. Number 21 at 7.6 points per game is Sheila Zancanella. Number 22, 1.7 points per game, Isabella Bear. Number 34, a 4.3 point per game shooter, that's Allison Condi. Number 43 is at 9.5 points per game, that's Hannah Milliman. The five starters for the Rock Springs Lady Tigers. Mike Swenson, the head coach for the Tigers. And now for the Star Valley Lady Braves.
Starting today, a junior wearing number 3, that is Morgan McGee. Morgan averaging 7.7 points per game. A senior leading the Lady Braves in scoring at 10.6 points per game, that is Ambry Nelson. A junior wearing number 12, that is Hudson Kleeman. Hudson averaging 5.7 points per game. Number 22 is a junior, Avery England. Avery averaging just under 3 points per game. And rounding out the starting lineup is number 4, Cam Mackey. Cam Mackey coming into the game averaging 4.3 points per game. The Lady Braves coached by Kate Erickson, assisted by Jason Kazare.
Opening tip-off won by the Rock Springs Tigers in the 4A West Region Tournament is underway at Evanston High School. Duke Dansdale Erickson with you. Appreciate you joining us on the first game of the tournament with a 9 a.m. tip-off time, which is pretty close on schedule to start things off. Here we go. Rock Springs Tigers around the outside. Lady Braves in the man-to-man defense. Pass on the base, or into the key. Mishandled and poked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Rock Springs on the baseline.
Might be the last time things are on schedule the whole weekend. That's how regionals work, but we'll see how it goes.
Inbounding for Rock Springs will be Zancanella. She'll have it on the baseline. Bounce into the lane, bounce back outside. Mid-range on the baseline is bounced off the back rim, but rebounded by the Tigers. No good. Another rebound. The putback missed again. Rebound tipped this time into the hands of Avery England. Star Valley with the basketball back the other way. England quickly to the right side to Hudson. Stops back outside and up and around the arc. Left side to Mackey. Bounces to the left elbow. In trouble there's McGee, who's bumped and fouled on a double team. She hits the deck, and that's the first foul of the game going against the Rock Springs Tigers.
That one will go against Vicencio, her first team foul. Played 42 seconds.
England inbounds, goes to McGee, right side rim outside, then throws it away. Tried to kick it out to Nelson outside of her reach and into the score table.
Under a little bit of defensive duress there by Milliman, forcing the turnover, and each team trying to find their footing here in the first minute.
7:13 to go in the opening period. Still 0-0 on the bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Ball stolen away by Mackey. She'll have it 1-on-2 on the other end. Strong to the rim. No, but a foul. Cam Mackey, a steal and a whistle. That will put her to the Riverside Dental free throw line on the other side.
And it looks like they're going to whistle. Thought it was going to be on Soltis, but instead they're going to whistle it on Zancanella, her second team foul. And Cam Mackey to the line, where she is a 57% free throw shooter on the season. That one off the mark, no good.
Still 0-0. 7:04 to play in this first period. 2 team fouls on the Tigers, none on the Braves. Mackey will have one more from the charity stripe. Dribble, shoot, and score. Cam gets 1 out of 2 there on the second. Makes it 1-0, Lady Braves on top.
Oh, Tiger. Milliman got away with a carry right there.
They play on and around the outside arc for the Tigers. Bear up top, shot fake, drive ball poked again by Mackey, and again on the run. 1v1, can't get to the rim, spin, dish to England and score. The steal and assist to Cam, England for 2.
It's a nice job of running the court, being there ready for that pass from Avery, and again, 2 steals early for Cam.
6:33 to play in the first period. Lady Braves lead by 3. In the lane, back outside left key for the Tigers. Cross the baseline, mid-range on the right, no good. And there's going to be a push on the rebound. This will be against the Lady Braves with 6:23 to go in the first.
Did not quite see who he whistled that on. We'll get that foul for you in a sec.
It's going to be another steal on the inbound, again by McGee this time. Tips it to England, up in front to Nelson, who's fouled. No, they're going to give a travel to Ambry before the contact, and Star Valley will turn it over in transition after the steal.
I still really like the aggressive nature of the Lady Braves defense here early, already forcing 3 steals. That foul on the last trip up the floor was whistled on Hudson Kleeman, her first team foul on Star Valley.
Clock rolls down to 6:08 to go in the opening period of the 4A West region. Postseason play with Star Valley and Rock Springs. Lady Braves leading it 3-0 early. Tigers with the basketball around the arc. Right side wing with the handle is Soltis. Kicks it up top and around the left. Here's a 3. Good to tie the game. Sheila Zancanella, the triple to make it 3-3.
And the Lady Tigers don't make a lot of threes and only shoot 19%, but those are big in a game like this.
England to Nelson, right side to Mackey. Up top again to Nelson, working against the rotating defense of Rock Springs. Kick it over to the right side again, and up top to Nelson. Holding it, bounces to McGee. Defense on her immediately with 5:20 to play in the first. Ball poked away, but Morgan recollects and goes to Nelson. Dribbles top of the key, bounce pass to the right side. Mackey makes a move, bounce pass baseline. Hudson kick out. England drives to the rim, jumper in the lane, bounces it in. Avery with 2 field goals early to make it 5-3.
Well, and she used a quick first step to get around her defender that time and was able to finish in the lane. 4 quick points for Avery England.
Under 5 minutes to go in the opening period. Star Valley ahead by 2. Soltis in the front court, now center court. Mackey on her defensively. Dribbling, Mackey stays with her. Soltis still has the dribble, and there's going to be a 5-second closely guarded call. Soltis couldn't get rid of the ball, and Mackey forces another turnover.
Cam has been all over the place. She's got a couple steals, but a deflection. Here's the Fall River propane replay, the drive and the bucket for Avery England. But yeah, that defensive backcourt for the Lady Braves has been tough so far.
Here's a steal, though, by the Tigers on the inbound. Soltis bounces down the lane behind her teammate, and that throws off the shot to Milliman. Rebounded, though, by the Tigers. So the offensive putback for Zancanella's in. We're tied again at 5. That time the Tigers get a steal, and here's another one, again by Soltis, and then poked away again by Star Valley, and Mackey will go down to get it to force the jump ball. And both defenses causing problems in the front court in the last few possessions.
Well, early on, it was the Lady Braves defense, but as you mentioned, back-to-back possessions now for Aspen Soltis, coming up with a steal and resulting in a bucket.
Subs here for Star Valley as Foster and Hill check into the game. Nelson, McGee, and Mackey remain. Mackey goes to McGee inside the left corner, ball tipped out of bounds on a pass to Mackey. 4:06 to go in the first period, still tied 5-5 between the Tigers and Braves.
Rock Springs going to kind of pack it into that zone. The last time down, they went down to Hudson Kleeman. She kind of backed down and opened up a lane for Avery England. Let's see if Star Valley does it again.
McGee double team to the corner, up to Foster, wants to drive, tripped and hit the deck, and there's going to be a blocking call. That'll be on the floor, no shot. 4 minutes to go in the first, and the 3rd team foul on the Lady Tigers.
Go against Zancanella. So out of the 3 team fouls on Rock Springs, she's now got 2 of them.
Foster inbounds on the baseline, goes up top. Nelson has it there, works back to Foster corner, pass to Hill, left key, spins, extra spin, shot, no. Rebound on the court, Nelson digs it up, and she's fouled. Also on the floor to give the Tigers 4 team fouls.
Now the scoreboard only had 1 on Zancanella before, so now they've got her with 2. So I've missed one somewhere, but that is team foul number 4 with 3:50 to go. So that tells you, if you're a Star Valley fan, you want your girls to be aggressive to the hoop, get to the line.
Lady Braves basketball, 1 more foul on the Tigers, put Star Valley in the bonus. 3:45 to go, and there's an offensive foul away from the ball against Star Valley. This gives the ball back to the Tigers, still tied at 5.
Yeah, I'm going to say underneath the basket. And couldn't see if that was on Foster or Kleeman. They're actually going to call it on Ruby Hill, excuse me. So first on Ruby, 2nd team foul on Star Valley.
3:40 remaining in the first period, still tied at 5 between the Tigers and Braves in the opening game of the 4A West region. Pass left key, poked away by Hill, but picked back up by the Tigers, and then they throw it away, tipped out of bounds, actually, off of Star Valley. The Lady Braves defense early been swarming the ball, the #1 defense in 4A. Well, as far as points allowed.
And it goes to show you have to play that way because through 4.5 minutes, this game's tied.
Rock Springs inbounds on the sideline corner, and they go up top and then to the right key, spin, dribble, and the ball's knocked away, but there'll be a jump ball call. Hill and England both in the paint to force the ball back to Star Valley. Yeah. Nelson across the timeline for Star Valley, finds Mackey on the left and back up top to Nelson. 3:10 to play in the first. Ball in, ball out. Foster for three, good. A Star first. Ball in, ball out. Foster for three, good. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Ari from the right side wing.
And England, they collapse on Avery and she dishes it out.
8-5, Star Valley now on top. Lady Braves back on defense with the Tigers working around the perimeter in the front court. 14 fouls on Rock Springs, 2 on Star Valley. Winner advances to the semifinals with 1 win away from a trip to Casper, and there's going to be another whistle that goes against just a timeout, actually, a 30-second timeout taken by Rock Springs. 2:45 to go in the first on SVI.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed. The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
4A West Regionals here at Evanston High School, and how about a shout out to the Afton Elementary third graders doing the math problem using our statistics today. Hope you take good stats and learn something. I know you're working with Mr. Hoops, but do your best out there.
You gotta do what you can with what you got. 2:38 to play in the first. Lady Braves coming out of the Rock Springs timeout with the lead. The Rock Springs Tigers with the ball and a good turnaround on the right side post. That's in for
all, though. The Lady Braves have had some good opportunities because of that transition from the defense into the offense. A little too much air under that one, but there's the 10 points per quarter at least that Coach Erickson wants, and defensively already 4 steals.
Almost another steal for Foster. She does tip it, and then it's touched by Rock Springs as they tried to save it before it went out of bounds. So it does turn into Star Valley's possession. 10-7, Lady Braves on top with 1:38 to go in the opening period. 14 fouls on the Tigers, 2 on the Braves. England, bounce right key, down to the baseline, through the hands of Hill and out of bounds. Unforced turnover, and Star Valley gives the ball right back.
And those types of possessions, you like to limit those to as little as you can. You do all the work on defense and then don't even get a shot.
Back the other way is Bear. Step back on the baseline, too strong. Backside rebound for Foster. On the run for Ari across the half court. Defense is there, so she slows down. Mackey up top, drive down the lane. Ball poked away, but picked up by Livy, and she'll be fouled and knocked down to the court. That's going to be the 15th foul on Star Valley. We'll see Livy Kleeman bonus shots at the Riverside 15 foul on Rock Springs.
Yes.
Bonus shots at the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Foul is going to go against Briley Webb, her first. And as you mentioned, 15 foul. Livy to the line, where she shoots 53% on the season. First one, nothing but net.
Makes it 11-7 with 1:12 to go. And second one good for Livy.
In your face, 53%. Those look great.
12-7. Star Valley jumps into some backcourt pressure. They're going to pick up the basketball now at the half-court line. Foster pokes the ball away, picked up by Mackey, out in front to England. One-on-one, ball poked away loose, but England tracks it down in the corner. Right side key, now down low, back outside. Great ball movement, England for 3, too strong, no good. Mackey tracks down the rebound on the left side corner. Cam wants to drive back out to Foster. 50 seconds to go in the first period. Lady Braves by 5. Foster outside. Back up top to Mackey. Ball poke loose. Picked up by the Tigers. No, Foster has it. She'll recollect it and Star Valley keeps possession. England to Hudson. Or that's actually Hill. Now England drives, ball poked away. Livy picks it up on the court. Now the Rock Springs Tigers take it away. And the Tigers poke the ball loose a few times and finally get the steal.
Missed opportunity again there. Lady Braves have the bonus and just didn't even get a shot in the paint.
Tigers now from the right elbow. Jumper, good to cut the lead down to 3. Time's ticking away. Ball bounces into the bleachers. England takes a while to go get it. Now it's down to 12 seconds as Mackey across the half court goes to Foster at 9. Throws it into a double team and stolen by Tigers. Rock Springs with 5. 4 at half court. They throw it away at the half court. Picked up by Foster. 1 half quarter away. Good! Foster banks it in to make it 15-9 from the half court line.
Wow, what a play by Ari Foster. She gets a loose ball, 3 or 4 steps, puts it up. She'd have won $1,000 if that was a halftime contest. That was great.
She had something similar in a home game against Kelly Walsh at the end of a third period. This time she hits it on a bank from half court at the end of 1. Star Valley 15, Rock Springs 9, back in 30 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
You're watching the SVI Sports Network. I'm Keith Kelly with the Wyoming Cowboys saying, "Go Braves!"
Ari Foster picks up a loose ball at half court, and as time expires, gets the shot away, banked it from the timeline, and it's Star Valley by 6 with possession arrow. So Star Valley will inbound to open up the second period.
You know, Duke, it's one thing to do it just when you're thinking, oh, I got to run up there and do it, but she had to collect the steal too and finish that. What a great play. We'll see how that maybe impacts the start of this quarter.
Kira Allred subs in during the break for Star Valley. Hudson Kleeman, Livy Kleeman has it now left side, drives in to the rim. Strong take. That's actually Ambry Nelson, sorry. Ambry drove in. Strong take, no good. Rebounded by Rock Springs. Tiger basketball. 7:35 to play in the second period. 6-point lead for Star Valley. Lady Braves on defense. Tigers up top. Ball through the hands of Milliman. Recollects it. Driving in, step back, long 2, no good. Fight for the rebound. Tit picked up by Rock Springs to clear back out. 3 ball in. Big 3 for the answer. Riley Webb hits that one.
And that was possible because of the offensive rebound by Isabella Bear.
Hudson drives the baseline and she'll score just outside the key. 17-12 now. Star Valley back up again. They'll have a 5-point lead with 6:52 to play in the second. Here's a lob into the lane, but tipped away. It was Star Valley on the steal.
Wound up in the breadbasket of Hudson Kleeman.
Kleeman has it on the baseline. Flick up top and around the arc. Here's McGee, left key kick out. Nelson, Allred for 3. Halfway down, but no good. Oh, that rattled the inside rim and came out. Milliman on the rebound for the Tigers. She wants to run. Nelson on defense. Forces the tough shot. No good, but a rebound by the Tigers. Put back, no good. Deep rebound pulled in by McGee on the run. She's one-on-one on the other end. Morgan with help. She'll pass to the rim and no good. That's going to put Kate Gaskell to the Riverside Dental free throw line. She'll have 2 shots off the whistle.
It was a really nice pass, and it was right into her hands, so she was going to get a good shot. It was going to take a foul to keep her from getting this layup, which is what happened. And now Kate Gaskell, who has been getting more and more minutes as the season progresses, to the line. And
first shot no good. She'll have another with 6:11 to go. 17-12. Gaskell's second attempt on the way, no good. Rebound pulled in by the Tigers. Star Valley with a little backcourt pressure as it stays 17-12. 6:05 to go before halftime. Ball poked loose again at half court. Picked back up by the Tigers. Soltis has it. Bounced to the right side key and not able to handle it as Condi and lost it out of bounds. Tigers turn it over. Star Valley basketball.
And you know, just going back to this last sequence though, Duke, you got to call that a good foul by Rock Springs. When Star Valley misses the free throws, that ends up taking basically 2 points off the board.
Here's a pass to Hudson in the corner. Nelson can't drive, up top and around the arc, now left and again up top. Mackey wants to drive, kicks to Hudson on the baseline. Nice pass right, Key. Gaskell's shot missed, got her own rebound, missed again, but did draw the contact this time. Kate Gaskell playing well on the low block, and she'll go to the Riverside Dental free throw line once again for 2 more attempts.
I believe Berkeley Garner whistled for that one, her first. Second team foul. And back to the line is Kate, see if she can reverse this trend. First one's good.
Lead back up to 6 for Star Valley, matching their largest of the game with 5:35 to go before half. 2 team fouls now on the Tigers, none on Star Valley, as Gaskell's second shot is short. And rebound poked loose, tipped away, still on the court. Bodies go down to get it. Hudson has it and clears to Gaskell. Over to Nelson, drives, splits the D. Too strong off the back iron, got her own rebound. Dribble, back up, and no good. Blocked, but recollected and put in by Kate Gaskell. She'll have the loose ball off the block and scores.
Kate's got a knack, not just for rebounding, but offensive rebounding. Done it a couple of times here, and Lady Braves up to 8-point advantage now.
Largest of the game, leading 20-12. Tough defense again in the front court by McGee. Knocks the ball loose, but picked up by Garner. Has to find an outlet, does. And there'll be another timeout taken by Coach Swenson of Rock Springs. His second called timeout of the game. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Star Valley 20, Rock Springs 12, back in 30 on SVI.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Your home for live coverage of Star Valley sports is the SVI Sports Network.
8-point lead for Star Valley over the Rock Springs Tigers, opening day of the 4A West Region Tournament. Star Valley wanting to advance to the semis. Still 5 minutes to go before halftime. Tigers have 3 timeouts remaining with the basketball. They'll work around the outside after the inbound. Garner, flick up top to Soltis. She'll bounce to the right side. Webb, she hit a 3 and then throws it away. Kate Gaskell, man, she's had some big minutes here in the second period off the bench.
Yeah, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and now a steal.
Ball poked away on the other end off of the Tigers. Stays with Star Valley in front of the Rock Springs bench, side out.
Here's the last sequence on the Fall River propane replay, coming around and deflecting that ball to herself and collecting the steal.
4:37 to play in the second. It's Star Valley 20, Rock Springs 12. Inbound to Nelson, front court center. Takes a few right-hand dribbles and then passes left to Mackey. Back to Nelson, holds it right to McGee. Picks up her dribble above the left, right corner around the arc left side wing is Mackey. Double teamed, dribbles away and goes to Nelson. Rock Springs rotating in the zone. Mackey tries, pull up jumper mid-range, short off this glass and ricochets out of bounds. Last touched by the Lady Braves and goes back to the Tigers.
Rock Springs might have got a piece of that as it came off her hand. I'm not sure, but Lady Braves come up empty on that possession.
Star Valley full court press on the inbound. Nelson, tough defense, way behind the timeline, working against Milliman. Still with her. Screen set, Milliman across the half court. Feeds it to the right side corner to Zancanella. Hudson Kleeman on her. Screen set, Hudson stays with her. Picks up the dribble and bounces up top to Gardner and to the left side to Soltis. Another screen there. Mackey battles through a screen to stay with Soltis, who drives, kicks, right wing 3 off the rim. Rock Springs has the rebound and then tied up, jump ball call. It was a board for the Tigers, but then McGee came over and forced the jump. Stays with the Tigers off the arrow.
In Rock Springs, they're within 8 because they've hit a couple threes. This one doesn't hit the mark, but they're now 2 of 3. They're shooting above their average here early on.
Inbound to Gardner, quick bounce pass right, another 3 off the mark, no. Another offensive rebound though by Rock Springs. Dribbling baseline is Milliman and then knocked out of bounds off of Star Valley. And the offensive rebounds have been a good thing for the Tigers.
Yeah, they've given themselves multiple second chances, and that's what they're going to have to do in this game.
Tigers inbound up top and knocked out of bounds again. Mackey has been all over the ball on defense today.
I've got her with 3 steals. She's got at least double that in deflections. She's been all over the court here in this first half.
3:35 before halftime. Star Valley still by 8, leading 20-12. 2 team fouls on the Tigers, none on Star Valley. Tiger basketball, right side wing. Kate Gaskell, defense perimeter. Now a dribble drive down the lane, back to the left key, and kick out for a mid-range 2, no good. But another offensive board and missed. Ari Foster flies in for the rebound. Another jump ball as she got tied up with Milliman. This time the arrow favors Star Valley. Kleeman and England sub back in. That's Livy Kleeman for the Lady Braves. Ruby Hill also back in. So those 3, along with Foster and Nelson on the court. Star Valley basketball, an 8-point lead, 3:10 to go before halftime. Star Valley again around the arc. England double teamed on the perimeter. Left wing, cross court, right wing to Foster. Wants to drive, but shut down to the baseline. Gets tied up, lost the ball out of bounds. It was off of the Tigers. And they're going to say Star Valley basketball, side out.
That was a good defensive possession there for Rock Springs. Lady Braves need to get into the paint, in my opinion.
Nelson working around the outside. They've been passing around the perimeter against this zone defense. And now they try and go left key to Hill, but it's poked away by Condi out of bounds. Ari Foster will inbound above the left corner on the sideline. 2:53 to play before halftime. Nelson makes a move, pull up on the left post, bounced on the rim twice, but no good. Fight for the rebound. It will be pulled in by Condi, and then she'll be fouled. First foul of the period goes against Star Valley with 2:46 before halftime.
Foul whistled against Ruby Hill, her second. First team foul. And yeah, the rebounding numbers, Rock Springs, it's even overall, but feels like in this second quarter the Tigers have kind of turned the momentum in their favor in that category.
2:40 to play in the second. 20-12. Here's a deep 3 right wing. It's a swish. Zancanella deep on the right to make it a 5-point game.
Well, they mentioned Rock Springs 19% on the season. They're 3 of 5 here in the first half.
Nelson drives, triple team on the elbow, back to England. She can't take it in. Back to Nelson. Tipped on the pass, but recollected. Foster, Nelson, top of the key. Clock down to 2:12 to go in this second period in a 5-point game. And the ball taken from Livy. On the run are the Tigers. Milliman pull up below the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Nelson. She is fouled in the backcourt after the board. Stops the clock at 2:02 to go in the second period.
Foul whistled against Aspen Soltis, her second. Third team foul, 2:02 to go before the half.
Star Valley 20, Rock Springs 15. First round of the 4A West Region Tournament. Rock Springs still in that 2-3 zone. It's been hard for the last couple of possessions for Star Valley to get inside with the basketball. They've been working the perimeter. Here's the double team out there again. Now Nelson finds a seam, drives but lost the ball out of bounds. England can't save it. Turnover at Rock Springs basketball. No, they're going to say stays with Star Valley.
I think so. Yeah, just 5 points in this quarter for the Lady Braves after that triple from Ari Foster to end the first quarter. They were at 15, so in a bit of a lull.
I think the Lady Braves maybe got a break there, but well, the universe corrects itself, and there's a travel, and it is Rock Springs basketball pretty quick after that.
The basketball gods giveth, and then they taketh away.
1:40 to play in the second period. Star Valley 20, Rock Springs 15. Lady Braves offense has hit a rut the last few minutes. They have not been able to get in the lane, and Rock Springs has pulled back to within 5 with the basketball.
Well, to me, the Rock Springs defense has been getting more deflections and steals in this second quarter.
Here's the steal, though, by England. She'll want to run with it. 3-on-3, goes to Hudson. Dribble, fakes the pass, kicks it outside, deflected but collected by Mackey. Back to Hudson, and she'll dribble off her knee and out of bounds. And yeah, the swarming defense by Rock Springs around the outside.
Well, and in that situation, they're passing up a 6 or 7 foot shot for a 4 foot shot, and they're using a bounce pass to do it. That's just a recipe for a turnover.
1:17 to play in the second period. And a travel by the Tigers. That's by Zan Canella. She tried to square up for a three and turns it over.
So they're actually calling an offensive foul. Waiting for that number. I think it's on Condi. No, 43, Millimon. That's her first. So 14 fouls. And don't mean to be a broken record, Duke, but one more foul in the bonus from Star Valley. I'm driving right in the lane here to try and correct some of the offensive woes.
Mackey double teamed against the 2-3 zone. Goes to England. McGee quickly double teamed to England. Wants to drive but can't. Back to Gaskell. Her pass is tipped and stolen. Another steal for the Tigers. Drive, shot, foul. No good, but the Tigers go to the Riverside Dental free throw line off a steal. This is Hannah Milliman to take the two shots.
And just not a necessary foul there. Out of position, swiping at it from behind. It's a situation where you're most likely going to be whistled for a foul. Free throw is good. If I'm Rock Springs, I got to feel pretty dang good about how this second quarter has gone. Chance to cut this to a one-possession game.
Well, it's a 4-0 run right now. And the second one, no good. Rebounded by McGee on the sideline. It was an 8-point Star Valley lead. Now it's down to 4, 20-16. England on the right side for the Lady Braves. Trying to get some points here. They've been stopped quite a bit.
Well, and I would say there's been more turnovers than shot attempts here in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Here's Mackey, drives, double team, kick out. England has the ball poked away and a foul on the perimeter. Not the foul that Rock Springs was looking for. They'll get Berkeley Garner, and that will put Avery England to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Second personal on Garner. And England to the line. Avery on the season. Her numbers aren't good. 19%. This one rolls off no good. She hasn't been there a lot. That kind of skews that, but see if she can salvage one of two here.
This shot with 29.3 to go before halftime. Got it.
5 points now, 3 steals for Avery England.
And a 5-point lead for the Lady Braves, 21-16. Tigers had the ball stolen away by England. 3-on-3 on the other end. England loses the ball, but Hudson picks it up, and now we're 5-on-5. McGee, left corner three, off the rim, no good. Backside rebound for England, 10 seconds. England goes into the lane, tip, deflected, Mackey picks it up, shot, no good. Rebounded by Rock Springs, 4 seconds. Tigers running with 3, 2, shot at half court, no, short, and we go to halftime with Star Valley by 5. It's the Lady Braves at 21 and the Lady Tigers at 16 in the 4A West Region Tournament, live on the SBI Sports Network.
Bill Neeb, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
Discover the convenience and reliability of Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic for all your waste management needs. We offer comprehensive services, including residential and commercial trash removal, septic pump outs, and a variety of porta-potty options with optional cleaning schedules. Trust us for efficient and professional solutions. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com to schedule your service. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Halftime coverage is presented by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, supporting local families and communities. Visit Simplot.com.
From Evanston High School, the 4A West Region Basketball Tournament, and the Star Valley Lady Braves at the half, leading Rock Springs 21-16. Credit Rock Springs for going into that more aggressive perimeter defense in the 2-3 zone. Caused some problems for Star Valley, and the Lady Braves had a hard time scoring there at the end of the period.
Well, it paid dividends because it turned into deflections, it turned into steals, and in essence, Rock Springs kind of did to Star Valley what Star Valley did for a majority of that half, and turned those deflections into steals into transition, at least opportunities. Star Valley was only outscored 7-6 in that first half, but the lead was up to 8. It kind of felt like the Lady Braves were on the verge of getting in real control of the game, and right now it's still very much a toss-up.
Take a look at this score deep in the numbers with the halftime stats presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Tigers, Shiley Zancanella with 8 points. That is the game high right now. She's hit 2 threes and a 2-pointer as well. She's got 8 to lead the way. 3 points for Briley Webb, 2 for Katie Moore and Aspen Soltis, 1 for Hannah Millimon. Rebounding-wise, I have the Lady Braves with a 2-rebound advantage, 14-12. The Tigers, 3 of 5 from the three-point line at 60%, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 steals, 3 assists on my stat sheet. The Lady Braves being led by Ari Foster in the first half. Lady Braves shooting a little over their average as well, 2 of 5 in that first half for 40%. Ari Foster had them both. She's got 6 points. 5 points, 4 steals for Avery England in that first half. Livy Kleeman with 4 points, 3 for Kate Gaskell, 2 for Hudson Kleeman, and 1 for Cam Mackey. Lady Braves 5 of 10 from the free throw line, and 5-point lead right now, but still plenty of basketball to go here on your halftime battle stats.
Presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home, where you'll find quality, price, and service a block south of the Arch and Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. As part of the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show, Lady Braves up 21-16. Now let's see if we can give away maybe some frozen yogurt, some Froyo with a gift certificate courtesy of Swirl in downtown Afton.
And our question today, where was the last neutral site game in this series between these two girls' programs? Use our text-in number 307-203-4637. First correct answer wins a gift certificate to the Star of 89.
307-203-4637. It's the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show, and once again would love to give a shout out to Silver Star, the Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy. As you know, for postseason basketball, broadcasters like ourselves have to pay an NFHS broadcast fee in order to broadcast the postseason tournaments. We can do the region tournaments if we pay the fee. Can't do state tournaments at all with video coverage. But because of Silver Star, the Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy, they have stepped up to cover the NFHS fee, not only for us, but also for our broadcast partners at County 10 in Riverton and the radio network in Green River and Rock Springs. And so on SVI Media, we'll have all the games involving Star Valley, Riverton, Rock Springs, and Green River on our YouTube channel and at SVInews.com. Thank you to Silver Star, Bank of Star Valley, and Aspen Physical Therapy. We couldn't do it without those sponsors stepping up to help cover the fee so that we can broadcast today. We really encourage you to go to their website, send them a message, give them a thank you for allowing us to be able to broadcast today. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll have more from the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show. Lady Braves up 21-16 on the SVI Sports Network.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SVI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SVI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
This is the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com.
Join the Simplot team with job options and availability at Smoky Canyon Mine and also Simplot locations around the nation. See what's available by visiting Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. At the half of the 4A West opening game of the day, the Lady Braves lead the Lady Tigers 21-16. Let's see how Star Valley's fared so far with those Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Well, key number one was setting an aggressive tone. I think the Lady Braves have been plenty aggressive, but I would have liked to have seen a little more drive in the lane, especially the second part of the second quarter. Maybe get to the line a few more times. Key number two, they need to continue to emphasize the offensive rebounds. I think just kind of what we watched, Duke, I would say Rock Springs actually had the advantage in offensive boards in that first half. Lady Braves need to do a better job, I think, following their shot and getting some extra shots. And then no easy baskets. I don't know that they've really given up any easy baskets. Rock Springs hit some threes. Star Valley's kind of given them the shot on the wings, and they haven't necessarily hit those yet. But so far, so good on the keys of the game, but this one's still very much up in the air. As I said, the keys today brought to you by Star Valley Health.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. Lady Braves out of the locker room, warming up at our halftime show presented by Simplot. Millie Kazare courtside. She had the chance to catch up with Coach Kate Erickson and get his thoughts on the opening half of this one. Millie.
When I asked his thoughts on the first half, Coach Erickson said defensive rotations were one of the biggest issues in the first half. He said the team wasn't rotating the way they should, which allowed Rock Springs to get open looks near the basket. They're getting open little bucket shots, Erickson said. That makes a big difference when you're the offensive player and you have a really easy shot. He said rebounding was another concern. Rock Springs was able to grab too many offensive rebounds, something that the Braves need to fix by boxing out more effectively. On the offensive side, Erickson emphasized that the team needs to trust the system they've been running all season. We've been running this offense for the last 4 months, he said. We just have to run it and we'll get the shots we want. He also said that they scored way too many points. 16 is way too many for Rock Springs. He really wants the team to be able to shut them down. He told me that if the girls can improve their defensive rotations, box out, and finish their scoring chances, the Braves will look to hold on to their lead in the second half. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare with the Miles CPA courtside report. Miles CPA with locations in Afton and in Alpine. Now, do we have a winner of the trivia question?
Well, our question was, where was the last neutral site game in this series? And the answer was Green River. That was the 23-24 season, Star Valley won that one 41-31.
We do have a lot of correct answers. The first correct answer, phone number ends in 2408. 2408, congratulations, you won that gift certificate from SVI Media, courtesy of Swirl in downtown Afton. Be sure to follow both the Swirl and the Giftery on their social media pages individually. You can find out what great sales they have at the Giftery. You can also see their soups of the week and froyo flavors at the Swirl on Instagram and Facebook. Eat real food at Swirl. Congratulations to our halftime trivia winner. That's it for the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. It is Rock Springs basketball to open up the third period of play, trailing the Lady Braves by 5. Nelson all over the basketball early on as they're able to dribble across the half court. And the Tigers work to the right side. Now baseline, Soltis, shot no, and a rebound tipped right to Mackey. She'll have the board and dribbles down the floor quickly, goes to McGee, back to Mackey, open three. Yes, Cam Mackey. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple and a fantastic start for the Braves.
Well, you couldn't script a better 25-second start to the half if you're Star Valley. You get a one and done and a three-point basket.
And just like that, they push the lead back to 8, 24-16. Matching their largest lead of the game. Good crossover move by Milliman. It goes to the rim. No, but a foul. That was a big fake right, come back left. And she's at the free throw line for 2 attempts.
Foul be whistled on Ambry Nelson. First personal, first team foul. And to the line is Hannah Milliman, where she is 1 of 2 so far today, 73% on the season. So pretty good free throw shooter. That one is good.
Makes it 24-17. Second free throw off the front rim, no good. Got 1 of 2 to Milliman. Rebounded by Mackey. Deep pass to England. Back to Mackey. Cam drives. Kick outside. England goes right key. Brought the ball down. Lost it, but picked up by Hudson. And Star Valley still has it with McGee. England up top to Nelson, and she'll reset. England, open 3, right wing. Yes, another one. This one from Avery, and a Star Valley Orthodontics triple. Lady Braves by 10.
Well, Star Valley shooting well from 3 today, 4 of 7. 25% on the season, 57% in the game.
Tough defense by England. Score to the rim and a foul. Avery, really good defense, and boy, you can tell this team much more fired up coming out of the locker room on both sides of the ball. And to the Riverside Dental free throw line is Avery.
It's going to be foul number 3 on Bear. And Avery's just so athletic. She is a problem with her quickness. That's her 5th steal of the game. Free throw is good. She's got 9 points and 5 steals. And defensively, I feel like Avery's been back for a while now with that knee injury. Starting to look like the offensive Avery we saw at the end of last year now.
Hit both free throws, and Star Valley suddenly up by 12.
Well, England now at 10 points and 5 steals.
England again pokes the ball loose from behind, saves it before it goes out of bounds to McGee. Another great play. Coach Erickson wanted defense. He's getting it. And a great feed to Kleeman. Hudson Kleeman on the left block. And that forces Coach Swenson to call a timeout because Star Valley has come out of the locker room hot. They lead at 31-17. Defense to offense back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
Rock Springs Tigers out of their own timeout. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining. Coach Erickson still has all 5. Lady Braves have outscored the Tigers 10-1 in the opening 2 minutes of this REIC Rentals third period. Rock Springs go right key, ball poked loose but picked back up. Now they'll clear it out. Again on the court, and Star Valley has another steal. McGee went down to get it and cleared it out to Kleeman. Hudson outlets to England across the half court with a pass to Mackey. Right side back to England. Clock down to 5:45 to play in the third period. England steps back top key and goes to Nelson to run the point. Back to England, right side wing. Drive but no shot, kick to Mackey. 3, right corner, off the rim, no good. Followed it to get her own rebound though. Back outside to England, pulls up on the elbow but no shot. McGee goes across the paint to Hudson Kleeman, tracks down a loose ball in the corner, double team, back to McGee, or back to Mackey. England, Nelson, left side wing. Drives, double team left key, and again, great ball movement here for Star Valley. England now, she'll drive, sidestep, shot short, no, and out of bounds. No, it was saved by Hudson, and almost saved by Hudson. We'll go to England. Great ball movement, just not able to hit the shot at the end.
Yeah, and I like, we kind of touched on this over the course of the season. When the ball gets sticky, it's hard for offenses to be good. The ball was really flowing on that possession.
Milliman splits the D, drives, kick left key. Condi tries to go to the rim but can't. She has the ball stolen away by Nelson. Nelson one-on-one on the other end against Aunt Canella. Stop, shot, good.
Well, I touched on this in the last time out, Duke. The Lady Braves are up 14, and the two leading scorers had scored, Ambry Nelson and Morgan McGee. Now that's a first basket for Ambry.
England, again, good defense behind the timeline. You can tell Coach Erickson's challenged this team defensively. They've responded. They've come out on a 12-1 run in the first 3 minutes, 15 seconds of the third.
And up to 14 steals in the game. That just exploded here in this quarter.
33-17, Star Valley. Gardner crosses over the timeline. Back behind her to Soltis. She'll slow down the tempo a little bit with 4:35 to go in the third period. And a foul against Star Valley around the perimeter. Going to get Nelson on that one to stop the clock at 4:33.
Second personal on Ambry. Second team foul on Star Valley. One on Rock Springs. 4:33 to go in the third.
Tigers will inbound sideline front court. Zancanella able to get the ball to Milliman. She'll drive and fouled again. Another one on the floor against Star Valley with 4:29 to play in the third.
Back-to-back fouls on Ambry, so she's got 3. And maybe Coach Erickson's like, you go be super aggressive till you get your third, and then I'll give you a break. Maybe that's what happened.
Well, Nelson will sub out. Foster will sub in.
I don't think that's how coaching works, but I'm going to say it that way.
Tiger basketball. And another steal. This one from McGee. Alone on the other end. Shot, score, a steal and a bucket. And Star Valley exploding here in the third. They lead at 35-17. A 14-1 run. More pressure in the backcourt. Ball loose again. Tigers track it down on the sideline. Still behind the timeline. Now they're able to break it. Soltis, top of the key. Ball poked. Loose. Ricochets out of bounds. Star Valley basketball.
Well, Duke, 14. Lady Braves scored 6 points in the second quarter. They scored 14 in about 3.5 of this quarter. Here's that last one, the steal and the layup from Morgan McGee.
3:56 to play in the third period. Lady Braves basketball. Foster, England. Good ball movement to Hill. Double team shot, no good. Fights for the rebound, and she almost had it ripped away. They are going to call it jump ball. Hill really battling hard. And the arrow's going to favor Star Valley.
Well, sometimes calls don't go your way. Ruby had a Rock Springs backpack on that one.
Foster will inbound. Goes to McGee. Quickly up top to Mackey. In the lane. Hill spin, shoot, short. Rebounded though by Gaskell. Then she has the ball ripped away. Rock Springs basketball back the other direction. 3:30 to go in the third. Milliman, drive shot, no, but a foul. That stops the clock at 3:27. It puts Hannah Milliman to the free throw line. 2 attempts.
Ari Foster whistled for that one. First personal, 4th team foul on the Lady Braves. They've been really aggressive, and it's paid dividends, but now at 14 fouls, Rock Springs will be shooting from here on out in the quarter. Free throw is no good from Milliman. She's now 2 of 5.
One more in the REIC Rentals third period, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Same employees, same service.
Second one is good. 3 points for her.
35-18. That's just the second point of the period for the Tigers, compared to 14 for Star Valley. But the Tigers have a steal, then they throw it away. Star Valley gets it back. Hill, drive, shot, off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Rock Springs. Tigers across the timeline as we hit 3:07 to go in the third period. Soltis in the lane, shot no good. Rebounded by McGee on the run. Star Valley with numbers on the other end, but the defense recovers. And McGee steps back. Half-court offense settles in. Mackey, top of the key. Bounce pass right to Foster. Dribbles down to the corner and back up top to Mackey with 2:43 to play in the third. McGee for 3, no. Nice box out for Rock Springs. They almost lose it, go down to the court to get it, and they'll sneak it out, and then Mackey will go in and tie up the basketball. Arrow is going to favor Rock Springs, but once again, Cam just jumping right in there to get the ball.
Yeah, she's done a great job getting down on the court. Not just getting steals, but deflections and flipping the arrow.
Cam will have a well-deserved breather. Nelson will sub in. Again, Ambry with 3 fouls. 2:32 to play in the third period. Star Valley up 35-18 over the Tigers. Zancanella can't get off a shot on the perimeter. Works it over to Milliman. 2:24 to play in the third. Ball in the lane, kick out, three's on the way, too strong, no good, but a backside rebound by Zan Canella, and then another jump ball call. Arrow this time favors Star Valley. They'll get the ball right back. 2:17 to play in the REIC Rentals third period. And
inadvertent buzzer.
Inadvertent buzzer, they just let him go. A couple dribbles in the backcourt with Nelson running the point. Free throw line to England, kick out to Hill. Ruby makes a nice move, drives, double team on the help defense, kicks it back out to Foster. Ball's tipped, but Hill collects, goes back to Foster, tests the baseline, back to Hill. On the right elbow, in the lane, blocked, and into the hands of Zan Canella for Rock Springs, and then poked away again with some contact. Nelson hits the deck. No, it's Gaskell who hit the deck. Ball out of bounds off the Tigers. Star Valley will have it in front of that score table at half court.
Soltis back in for the Tigers.
14 fouls on Star Valley, just one on Rock Springs with 1:42 to play in the third period. Star Valley basketball. Nelson, Gaskell, baseline, good move, jumper off the back rim, no good. Rebounded though by England, has it in the corner, kick up top, Nelson drives, splits the D, shots up, bounces on the rim, no good. Rebounded by Foster, outside again to England, to the elbow and up top. Hill goes left key, stops halfway and back outside to England with 1:20 to play in the third period. Star Valley leading it 35-18. Nelson resets. Foster on the right wing, goes Gaskell baseline, nice pass to Hill, but through her hands and out of bounds. And with 1:06 to go, it's Tiger basketball, third period.
And it's Combs in there, number 0. I thought it was Soltis.
60 seconds to play in the third. Soltis takes a three, too strong, no good. Rebounded by England, and she's bumped and fouled. Stops the clock at 54.5, just the second team foul on the Tigers. Star Valley basketball, inbounding baseline backcourt.
Foul was whistled on Katie Moore, her first. And Avery England's had a terrific game. 10 points, 6 steals. That was her 4th rebound.
Tigers again in that 2-3 zone with 43 seconds to play in the REIC Rentals third period. Nelson at the circle, dribbles to Hill, back to Nelson. Outside the circle, Star Valley playing around the front court, burning a little bit of clock. Cross court to England, double team to Hill. Ball tipped and taken by the Tigers. Into the hands of Soltis with 25 seconds to go in the third period. Lady Braves still lead at 35-18. Feed right key, one-on-one, spin, shot blocked by Hill and out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers trying to save it. Great play by Ruby.
Here's that last sequence on your Fall River Propane replay. Ruby Hill collecting the block.
Nelson half court at 13 seconds. England left side, Hill 9 seconds. Up top, Foster works down low. Mackey is actually stepping out of bounds was Gaskell. Double team with 3.8 seconds on the baseline. Tigers will have it. They've been held to 2 points in this period. No field goals, both free throws on 2 trips to the line. Inbound at half court, tip picked up. Tigers get off a shot before the buzzer. Back rim no good, and that will take us to the end of the REIC Rentals third period. Lady Braves explode their lead in the third period. They lead it now 35-18. Fourth period next with the 4A West Regionals in Evanston on the SVI Sports Network.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in Alpine, Wyoming.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Star Valley basketball to open up the fourth period of play with a nice lead for the Lady Braves, outscoring the Tigers 14-2 in that third period. Ball knocked loose. Tigers will have a steal, though, to open up the fourth. 7:43 to play in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Here's Tigers. The ball poked away and stolen again by Mackey for Star Valley. Cam across the half court, pass right side to Nelson. Up top again to Mackey, and Nelson on the right side. Fakes right, dribbles left, right key, feeds up the lane, and back outside to Mackey. Hudson Kleeman works it back over to Nelson. Wants to drive, jumper in the post is good. 2 points, and it's now 37-18.
Nelson now with 4 points.
Tigers in the backcourt. Coach Erickson still has all 5 timeouts remaining. Rock Springs with 2 timeouts, 7 minutes to go in the game. Star Valley back on defense, working to advance to the semis where they would face either Natrona or Riverton, which is the game right after this one. Braves still on defense. Natrona angle drive, no, but a foul. Stops the clock at 6:47, and the Tigers to the free throw line.
Morgan McGee whistled for that foul. First personal, first team. And Soltis to the line for the first time today. Excuse me, that's Combs. There's a 10 and a 0, and there's a lot of hair, and sometimes I don't see, one of the digits, or I think I see one. Free throw's no good. She'll get another.
Quiet Jim at Evanston High as the second free throw is no good. Ball tipped and rebounded, though, by Bear. It's going to stay with the Tigers. She'll feed it into the lane. Picked up on a loose ball. Back outside. Tigers will step back, and then dribbling off her foot is Venciano into the backcourt. No backcourt violation.
Oh, wow.
Well, no one's really arguing, so maybe it was a tip we didn't see.
Perhaps.
So it's going to stay with Rock Springs. They're going to say it was tipped and then off her foot as the Tigers go down low. Turnaround shot no good. Out of bounds. Officials will say, nope, foul is what they're going to say. With 6:14 to go in the fourth period, that's going to be a foul against the Tigers.
Yeah, they're going to get Jalen Agudu her first team foul.
Ambry Nelson across the half-court line. Mackey, Nelson, 6 minutes to go in the game. And Star Valley throws it away, mishandling the ball, miscommunication, trying to pass it down low, nobody there. Goes back to the Tigers, 37-18 Star Valley. 19-point advantage for the Lady Braves, 2 minutes into the fourth. Bear feeds it to the right, over the head of Vinciancio and out of bounds. Star Valley basketball. Assuming this score holds, Star Valley would play at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, so they'll have a long breather.
Yes.
With the 9 a.m. tip-off today. McGee tracks down the ball behind her, goes to Livy Kleeman, back to McGee. Up top, Nelson. Couple dribbles, picks it up top of the key, still on the perimeter, goes to Mackey left wing. 5.5 to go in the fourth period. Nelson drives, runner in the lane is good. Ambry has 2 more, and the lead now up to 21 for Star Valley.
She's hit her last couple of runners like that. 6 points.
Another steal, Nelson, shot in the paint off the mark right side. Bear has another rebound, then she gets tied up by Hudson Kleeman. That'll force a jump ball call. Arrow does favor Riverton, but Hudson able to flip the arrow. She'll check out of the game as England subs in. And 5 subs for Coach Swenson. With his team down by 21, 5:07 to go in the fourth. We will have County 10 coverage on SBI, the game right after this one at SBInews.com. Natrona and Riverton. Star Valley will have the ball knocked out of bounds off of them. Riverton will keep possession at the half court. The inbound right corner. Feed to the key. Shot up. No good. Rebounded by England. And Avery having a great game today.
Yeah, she's 10 points, 5 rebounds, 6 steals on my stat sheet.
Feed right side to Nelson. Picks up the dribble. Hudson Kleeman in the corner. Double team there. Deep pass up top to England. Extra pass to Mackey. She'll take the three. Missed it off the side cylinder, but rebounded by Nelson. Ambry will retreat back to the outside as the play clock rolls down to 4:30 to go in the fourth period. McGee right side wing. Nice bounce pass to Mackey, cutting the post and down and in for 2.
That is how it's done. That was a really pretty pass. Assist number 4 for Morgan McGee.
Ball knocked loose again in the front court, stolen by the Braves. Nelson on the steal, out in front to Mackey. Tries to thread the needle in the lane, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Rock Springs. Try to hit England. It stays with Star Valley on their baseline.
This was 21-16 at the half. This was a 5-point game. The Lady Braves have outscored the Tigers 20-2 in the second half.
We heard Millie say in her halftime report that Coach Erickson really wanted more from his defense. Well, they have not allowed a field goal. Just 2 trips to the line and 2 free throws have been made. That shot blocked by Rock Springs. So through 12 minutes of play, Rock Springs has scored 2 points. Drive, kick out. Here's a 3. That's in. So there's the first field goal of the half. Zan Canella hits the 3. Well, it's a 20-point game.
And if I'm the Tigers, I let Zan Canella keep shooting them. She's 3 of 5 today from distance. You might as well let that cannon keep firing.
You have nothing to lose at this point with 3.5 to go. Fourth period, Star Valley leading by 20. And there's a ball knocked out of bounds. Going to go back to the Tigers. Cam double team on the sideline. She thought maybe it was a little contact.
Well,
Officials give it to the Tigers.
I think she's talking to her coach saying, I think I had some help.
Rock Springs basketball. Drive, pull-up jumper mid-range. No good. Good box out and a putback, but the miss. And another jump ball call off the rebound. Tigers have the arrow. It's actually Star Valley with the arrow, and now Coach Erickson goes to his bench. He'll send in 5. Kira Allred, Foster,
Ruby Hill, Livy Kleeman,
Gaskell. There's the 5.
She already gets to go by one name, Gaskell, a soccer player.
That's right, and Gaskell double dribbles in the front court to turn it over.
She does got to work on her poker face right there. She smiles knowing she did it. It's like, no, you be defiant. You didn't double dribble.
3:08 to go in the fourth period. Star Valley leading it by 20, 41-25. Last time these two teams played, Star Valley won 44-25, and right now it's 41-21. Here's a dribble drive, kick out, another 3 attempt. Rims no good. Rebounded by Hudson Kleeman, but out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers on their baseline. 2:55 to go in the game. Silver Star postgame show after this. We'll have Coach Erickson on the court, player of the game, stats as well. Look ahead to tomorrow's matchup to be determined for Star Valley. We know the game will be at 3:30 as Zan Canella hits another 3 in the corner to make it 41-24.
She's 4 of 6 today, 14 points. That's actually the game high.
2:39 to play in the fourth period. Kate Gaskell tripped and fouled. Only the second team foul on Rock Springs to stop the clock at 2:33 to go in the game. The Fall River Propane replay. Zan Canella, she's had some big shots outside, as you mentioned. Leads all scorers on the court. But her team down 41-24.
She scored 14 of Rock Springs' 24 points.
Foster looks inside to Kate Gaskell. Shot no good and out of bounds. They'll say touch last by Rock Springs. Stays with the Lady Braves. Gaskell will inbound. 2:27 to go in the fourth. Here's an inbound to Hill. Kick out to Foster. 3's away. Good. Ari Foster much closer than her first three-pointer, which was a half-court bank shot at the buzzer to make it 44-24.
Well, she's 3 for 3 from distance today, 9 points.
That 3 is airballed, but a rebound and a putback is in for Zan Canella. And a timeout taken by Coach Swenson of Rock Springs. It's 44-26, Star Valley on top. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the game. Back in 60 on the SVI Sports Network.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Aiden Outdoors Real Estate, fourth period, under 2 minutes to go in the game. Lady Braves up comfortably by 18, 44-26. Star Valley working around the outside. They're going to send in the JV unit to get some tournament play. Kira Allred also out there, one of the seniors. And they'll work around the outside perimeter. Here's a good bounce pass inside to Libby Kleeman. So you got some young players in there able to get some varsity time with seniors in the postseason. Big minutes here down the stretch as Rock Springs beats the defense down. Shot on the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Star Valley, and there's going to be a jump ball call with 1:19 to go in the fourth. It's the Lady Braves up 46-26.
They're going to call a foul on the Tigers, number 22. Well, I don't have a 22, but she's got 4 of them, they said.
It's Isabella Bear is 22 for the Tigers.
Thank you. Oh, there she is.
1:03 to go in the fourth period. Star Valley with the basketball, working around the outside. Gaskell looks inside, passes to Livy Kleeman. Back to Gaskell, ball poked away, recollected and picked up. Ball moving into the corner. Elena Stevens.
Yeah, Elena Stevens in there.
Number 1 in there as well. Apologize, don't have her on our roster.
And I think she just made her first varsity minutes too, so we'll figure it out for you.
43 seconds to go in the fourth. Allred, shot blocked but with a foul. Stops the clock at 40 seconds to go. 46-26, and that puts Kira Allred to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
Foul going to be whistled on number 21, Zancanella, her 4th. And Allred to the line where she'll shoot, try and get into the scoring column. First one's no good. She'll get one more.
By the way, the Star Valley boys play at 8 p.m. tonight, last game of the day, a scheduled 8 p.m. tip-off. We'll go live ahead of tip-off, and it may be late. There's a possibility that could happen.
Allred goes 1 of 2.
Gets her in the box score, 47-26 for the senior. 30 seconds to go in the fourth period. Rock Springs basketball. Lady Braves going to win this one. They lead it by 21 late. Ball poked loose and out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers with 25 seconds remaining in the game. Opponent to be determined will be either Natrona or Riverton in the semis tomorrow afternoon at 3:30. Natrona the 2 from the north. Riverton the 3 from the south. And the ball knocked out of bounds. No blocking call will be called with 22.9 seconds remaining in this one. Star Valley up by 21 here.
Number 1 getting a foul. Her first.
They called that one on Stevens, actually.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Her first.
Yes.
21.7 seconds to go. Rock Springs inbounding baseline.
Well, and that was, I think that should have been free throws.
Just a second team foul on Star Valley.
Oh, sorry. I was backwards. This game needs to get over, apparently.
Here's another foul, though, on the Lady Braves on the floor. Third team foul. 15.9 seconds to go.
Whistled on Allred.
Her first as well, with 13 seconds remaining. Long two, missed by the Tigers. Rebounded backside by the Braves. Stevens on the board. Star Valley with 2, 1, and time expires. There's your final score. Lady Braves play fantastic in the third period. They keep it rolling into the fourth, and they win this one against the Rock Springs Tigers to open up the tournament and are one win away from a state tournament berth. 47-26 is your final as we head into the Silver Star post-game show. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. And Silver Star, one of the 3 businesses covering the NFHS video broadcast fee. The broadcasters are required to pay to broadcast video for a postseason tournament like this. Really appreciate Silver Star of the Bank of Star Valley and Aspen Physical Therapy. Without their help, we are not doing video for this weekend. Thank you guys so much. Give them a big thank you, and go to their website, get contact info, send them a message, give them a call, and let them know you appreciate them. The Bank of Star Valley and Aspen Physical Therapy for making it possible for us to broadcast, as well as our broadcast partners at County 10 in Riverton and the radio network in Rock Springs and Green Rivers. Part of our Silver Star post game, we'll go courtside to Millie Kazare. She'll be with Coach Kate Erickson. We'll have your complete post game stats and also your player of the game on the way in just a few moments here from Evanston High School. As again, the next game up will be Natrona and Riverton. That tips off with a 10:30 tip-off time. Winner plays Star Valley tomorrow at 3:30. Let's go to Millie Kazare. Millie, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Duke. So, Coach, just tell me what your overall thoughts were on this morning's game.
It's just good to get a win when you come to regionals on the first game and early in the morning like this. And it took a little bit for the girls to step up defensively, but that's where we have to step up. It allows us to play better offensively. And coming out of that second half, we kind of got after them at halftime, and they stepped up and just made it hard for Rock Springs to do anything. So I'm proud of the girls, and hopefully we can just keep taking it to our next game tomorrow.
For sure. And how are you going to keep this momentum going into tomorrow's game?
Just talk about the good things that we've done. You know, no matter what, you're going to have lots of mistakes, but if we can just stay positive with them, and we have good vibes and good energy, and so if we can just keep that going, it'll be good, and just be ready to play defense. We kind of have a different team that we're playing. They're going to be bigger on the outside, on the inside, but plus those bigs can shoot, so depending on who we play, they both kind of have those that we have to work on. So
awesome. Well, congrats on the win, and thank you so much for your time. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Millie Kazare. With Coach Kate Erickson with the Miles CPA courtside report, and the Lady Braves with the win against the Rock Springs Tigers. Now let's take a look at that score deep in the numbers with the Battleson Brothers post-game battle stats.
Well, Shiley Zancanella had the game high for Rock Springs, 16 points of the Tigers, 26 total. She led the way, needed a little more from somebody else, I suppose, when you break it down that way. 3 points for Hannah Milliman, 3 for Briley Webb, 2 for Katie Moore, and 2 for Aspen Soltis. The Tigers end up going 5 of 13 from the three-point line. That's 38.5%. 3 of 8 from the free throw line. That's 37.5%. Star Valley won the rebounding battle on my stat sheet by 5. The Lady Braves got 10 and 6 steals and 5 rebounds from Avery England. Probably her best offensive game of the year. Ari Foster going 3 of 3 from the three-point line. She finished with 9 points. 6 points apiece for Cam Mackey, Ambry Nelson, and Livy Kleeman. Hudson Kleeman finishes with 4, 2 for Morgan McGee, 1 for Kiara Allred, 3 for Kate Gaskell. The Lady Braves go 5 of 11 from 3, that's 45.5%, and 8 of 14 from the free throw line for 57%. And the Lady Braves, most importantly, Duke, halfway to qualifying for state, need one more win this weekend, and they'll be headed to Casper next week.
By the way, I want to point out that Ari kept the tradition going of the pregame interview player having a good game. Went 3 for 3 today from beyond the arc. So Ari, good work.
3 for 3. Those were the only 3 shots she took.
Yes.
So she shot 100%.
Nicely done. Nicely done, Ari. That's a look at your Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home postgame battle stats, where you will find quality, price, and service a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Dal, how about your player of the game with the help of Star Valley Skidoo?
Well, Avery England was my pick for the player of the game today. 10 points, 6 steals, 5 rebounds. I had her with an assist. She went 3 of 4 from the line. She hit a three-pointer. And there were stretches in this game where she was clearly too much to handle for the Rock Springs team on defense. and she is the Star Valley Skidoo Player of the Game, Junior Avery England.
Congratulations, Avery. Star Valley Skidoo, top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. So again, we'll be back tonight. The boys scheduled to take on Rock Springs as well. The bracket shows an 8 p.m. tip-off time. These tournaments do have the tendency to run a little behind. We'll just see how it goes. But as of right now, 8 p.m., the scheduled tip-off time for the boys tonight, also against the Rock Springs Tigers. And then the Lady Braves in the semifinals tomorrow. They will tip off at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon and will take on either Natrona County or Riverton. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Duke Gans with Dallin Erickson, wrapping up the Silver Star postgame show. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. Lady Braves win 47-26 on the SBI Sports Network.